supposed to be 1 foot seas. There goes at least a 3-footer there. I did this 3 days in a row. They're determined to have small 1 foot seas. Tomorrow's supposed to blow more and they're still calling for 1 to 2 foot seas. Well, we finally got out of here and it calmed down pretty nice. Lucky for us. So we're at our sea bass spot. I got our marker buoy out there, right on our spot. And we're fishing the same way we usually do. Circle hook. This time we brought squid. And we caught 2 so far. We'll get back to you as we're catching them. Yeah, pulling good. That could be a keeper.
He looks like a keeper.
That could be a keeper. A good one, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
A good something.
Grunt.
No, it's not a grunt.
It's not a grunt?
It's not a grunt.
Oh, look at you. Hey, this is not fair. This is, you knew to give me the camera.
That's a nice one.
That's a real nice. The bottom one's not bad either.
No. Yeah, and the keeper, 2 keepers. Well, we got more in dinner.
Fill the freezer.
We started off, we were going to go grouper fishing, and it was so rough we could barely get out here. Now it's flat like a lake.
Now the seas are what they're,
like a
yeah,
lake with swells.
a little bit swelled, like it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was late in the afternoon. Baby. He's close.
I don't think so.
No.
It looks like a sea bass.
It does look like a sea bass.
Looks like a nice size sea bass.
That is a nice size.
You don't have to measure that one, right?
No.
Yeah, that's a nice sea bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty sea bass. All right, let's catch some more before we go in. We got to go in soon. Yeah, there's one. Come on. Another grunt. Yeah, we better start drifting. Unless you got a sea bass, now you got a grunt too. They're nice grunts.
Yeah, they're good.
Another grunt.
Grunt man.
Yeah. What you got? You think you got a sea bass? Yeah, it's fighting like half and half. Fighting like a grunt and a sea bass. I don't think he's a keeper on top. He's close. Yeah, you got something good, it looks like. There's a sea bass.
Cut off, whatever.
Yeah.
The good got off.
The big one got off. What's wrong with that one? That's a keep. Look at that jellyfish.
Oh, how cool. Oh. Wow, that's the biggest jellyfish I've ever seen.
Yeah, what kind of jellyfish that is?
Oh no. That is so cool. Here we go, sitting there. another one?
Something. Double header.
Oh, look at that. Two of them.
The bottom one looks like a keeper. That's a keeper. The bottom one's a keeper. This one we'll catch next year. You got something good this time?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's another grunt.
That's a sea bass.
Yeah.
That's a keeper.
Yep, that's a keeper.
There's a nice sea bass. Look at that one, Joyce.
Oh, yeah.
Again, he took both circle hooks. This is the third trip in a row he did that. And he swallowed the circle hook. He ain't supposed to do that. There's something on here. A blowfish. That's kind of weird how you can catch a blowfish with a big circle hook. Okay. Right in the side of his mouth too, just like the regular fish. Alright. You want a blowfish, Joyce? You don't want a blowfish, do you? Oh, you want? You say he's cute?
He needs a dentist. He's got buck teeth.
Yeah.
He's cute.
Yeah, he must go back. Double header sea bass. I don't think either one's a keeper.
Another one?
Yep. That's like a grunt.
That's a grunt.
I said before we were catching 10 grunts and one sea bass.
Uh-huh.
We're doing a little better now.
Got one?
Yeah. Let's see if it's a grunt or that's a grunt.
The last fish.
Yeah. Last fish of the day, be a grunt.
Well. It's always one more time.
Looks like a storm in there. We don't want to get drenched.
Yeah, it looks like a bad storm's in there.
The way the seas calm down and the storms come.
Yep. Can't win.
Nah.
At least we're out here. We got dinner.
That's right. We got more than dinner.
Lots of dinners.
See what we got. Still on there, I guess. Heading to the boat, I think. Oh, we got a king.
Oh, shoot.
That's all right. I can hand line him in. I think.
Let me get the
It's a little king.
let me get the net real quick.
Nah, I can.
Don't we
He's
don't
not
want.
that heavy. I can hand line him in. I think. He ain't that little, is he?
No, he ain't that little.
What a surprise that was.
Nice way to end the day.
Yeah.
Heck with supper. We'll eat at probably 9 o'clock tonight. Probably it'll be an hour. Wow, he got him in. Look, look, he's gonna come bite me. Oh. Yeah. Nice.
That's a surprise. Well, we started heading in, and I put a rod out with a Clark spoon on just for the heck of it. And we were trolling, I guess, 5 minutes or so, and this king hit it. I thought it was one of those albacore. We saw him jumping today, or boneheads, whatever you want to call them. I didn't think it was a king. But I'd rather have the king. So this was a surprise.
Nice surprise.
Yeah. All right, we're going to bleed them, and they're better when you bleed these. And they taste a heck of a lot better. So we'll get back to you when we're cooking this up also. Well, we did pretty good today. We got a bunch of sea bass, some nice sized sea bass, and we kept a few grunts. We're going to eat them later. And we got this big king, and that was a surprise. We were heading in, I stuck a Clark spoon out, and I figured I'd throw off. We were fishing on some live bottom. I just would throw off that bottom, and it was in about 5 minutes we hooked into this king. So that was a surprise. So we're going to head in now. It's kind of late for us.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's late for us. I got to watch the channel. We can't come in at low tide. So we'll get back to you when we cook any of these fish up. Well, we decided to cook up the king mackerel that we caught today. And I flay them up, and you can steak the fillets. And you don't get all the bones in them. And the smaller, like the tail section, we just leave it like a regular fillet. And another thing we were going to do, we decided to make fish ribs. So when you do that, you don't have to cut so close to the bone. You want to leave a little extra meat on the bones. And you cook up the ribs. And Joyce is going to tell you how she does it.
Well, we're over here, of course, we're limited with some of our supplies, so I made up a barbecue sauce that consists of a cup of ketchup, 4 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of Old Bay, a half a teaspoon of ginger, and a teaspoon of onion powder. And what you're going to do, I've already mixed the spices in here. You want to stir that real well so the brown sugar gets dissolved into the ketchup. And then I added 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. So that's ready to put on, and what we'll do is just spoon it over the fish. We're going to use the fillets also, put the barbecue sauce on those. Well, this should be enough sauce on the mackerel. So we're going to stick it under the broiler for about 2 minutes, take it out, and then take the ribs and flip them over. The fillets, we're not going to do that too because it's got the skin on the side, and there's no sense of wasting the sauce on the bottom side because you don't eat the skin. So now they're going to go in the broiler. We'll set it for 2 minutes. This oven, I lowered the racks lower than when we're at the house because this oven gets real hot. So we got to keep a close eye on them when they're cooking. The 2 minutes are up. What I want to do is just peek in and see how it's doing because it's tomato sauce and then it has sugar in it. It has a tendency to burn. So it's cooking just like I want it to do. So we're going to give it another 2 minutes and then we'll check it again, and then it should be ready to flip the ribs over. Okay, those 2 minutes are up. So we'll check it again. It's starting to flake off. And the fillets are getting done. So I'm going to give it about another minute in there again on this side of the ribs before we flip them over. Okay, that minute's up. They're ready to flip. They're back in the oven again, so we'll start off again with 2 minutes. Take them out and check them. I believe the one set of fillets are going to be done, so I'll take those off the tray. Well, the 2 minutes are up. We're going to take them out this time. Those fillets are done. This fillet is done. I'm just gonna cut it in half. It's a little easier to get out. And give the ribs another 2 minutes. Well, the ribs are done. You can see how the nice bubbly, the sauce is bubbling up real nice. They look good.
Yep.
Well, tonight's dinner is barbecued king mackerel ribs with baked sweet potatoes with sweet chili sauce.
And also, this king mackerel was bled like we do all our king mackerel and Spanish mackerel, and even grouper and red snapper, any large fish, we bleed them all. And you can actually see the difference if you bleed one and don't bleed one when you fillet them up or steak them, whatever you can do. They're a lot sort of whiter looking meat, and it tastes altogether different if you compare the two. So if you enjoy our videos, we'd appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And thanks for watching.